How's everyone doing? Everyone doing okay? Good. Okay. Yeah, please don't sit in the front row. It's going to make me feel uncomfortable. So please don't do that. Okay. Everyone doing okay? Okay. Commitment issues. We are in Psalm 37 in our Bible, Psalm 37. The breakout session, commitment issues, understanding the fear of choosing and committing. Sorry, I'm going to stop the name. I know we were going with names, but we have too many people now. We're not going to do that, okay? Psalm 37:23. Psalm 37:23. This is what it says here in Psalm 37:23. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Okay? How many of you guys, hey, how's it going, guys? How many of you guys struggle with making decisions? Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Okay? Let's talk about it real quick. Why do you think maybe our generation, or why do you think people struggle with making decisions? Yes. Fear of failure. Okay, some of these are my points, yeah? Options. Okay? Options. That's a great one, yeah. Constant search for the perfect thing, the better thing, okay? Anyone else? Yeah? Prince? Okay, explain that. So you're like, yeah, fear of commitment. It's like, if I choose this, I really have to see this through. And I'm like, I don't know the end of this. You guys are really hitting my core right now. Ugh. Okay, anyone else? Yeah. Say that one time. Okay, so it's like maybe wrong decisions in the past have made, like, man, now because I've made mistakes, like, what if I make decisions again? Yeah. Because maybe it was a wrong decision, now you've wasted it. Okay? Anyone else? Anyone else? Yeah, sorry, go ahead. Oh, it's our fault. Okay. I'm just kidding. No, I get it. Yes. It's almost easier to say, well, someone else did this to me. Ooh, that one's deep. Okay, that's kind of hitting my story, okay? Because for me, my story is I wanted to go to West Coast. Anyone here from West Coast Baptist College? Anyone ever graduated? Wow, okay. I wanted to go there. Let me tell you, that was my plan. So come high school, senior year of high school, I told my dad I was dating someone at West Coast. So I was, so if you're a young adult here, you know my story already. But I was the big shot, I'm dating someone who's a freshman in college as a high schooler. Wow, And man, I really, man, this is my plan. I was going to graduate high school. I was gonna go to college, West Coast. I'm gonna become a preacher. That's all I wanted to be. And marry this girl. We're gonna have 7 children. Like, this is how it's gonna be. Okay? This is exactly how it's gonna be. And so I told my dad, I said, Dad, I'm going to West Coast and I'm gonna become a preacher. Senior year of high school, he says, no, you're not doing that. And I'm like, what do you mean? No, I remember fighting with him so vividly, okay? So I was in the dining room table, okay? And this is Filipino dinner, okay? So if you have Filipinos in here, like, you're eating, there's a bunch of food. And I just remember it got so dramatic that I told my dad, I stood up of my chair. I did this number or something like that, right? So and I was like, Dad, I do not care what you say. I know. Please forgive me, okay? But I was like, I don't care what you say. I'm going to West Coast. I'm going to West Coast. That was my decision, okay? That's not what happened. I didn't go to West Coast. Okay? Man, I was just dramatic, bro. I don't know what's going on with me. I ended up going to PCC because that's what he wanted. And there was a struggle because so there's a whole point of the story, so hang on there with me. I went to my pastoral council. I said, hey, my dad wants me to do this. God wants me to do this. What do I do? I just feel like I'm so torn between these two things. Do I do what God wants me to do, or do I do what my dad wants me to do? And then my pastor, one of them, was like, well, doesn't God want you to obey your parents? And I was like, whoa, hold on, So I got counsel. So I didn't just get counsel from one person. I got counsel from a plethora of people. And it seemed like at this point in my life, they said, hey, your dad's paying for college, and you don't want to constrain your relationship with your dad. It's just not smart to right now. And I know you've heard stories, people going to a Bible college and they didn't get, support from their parents and now they're pastors. Like, that's just not my story. And that's okay. All that to say, I went to PCC. I didn't know. I'm like, I don't want to be here. I hate this place. I do not want to be here. And I didn't know what to take. I didn't know what degree to take. And so I let my dad choose for me. I'm like, I don't know, Dad. I don't know. You just tell me. So I took accounting, right? Out of all degrees, bro. Like, I took accounting. I'm doing accounting now. And I'm like, dude, okay. So I'm like, man, I cannot believe I am taking this right now. Like, my first year, it was like principles of accounting. I had to learn debits and credits. And I was like, dude, I hate my life. But God showed through in that moment, and God showed me that there was a blessing to obeying my dad. How do I know that? At the end of the 4 years, even throughout the 4 years, God showed me year by year, you are supposed to be here. You are supposed to be here. If it were not for me going there to PCC, I would not have worked at Faith Baptist Canoga. After 2 years as an accountant, I would have not worked there. I would not have met some of those guys back there. Well, I would have met Jake, but I would have met you guys. I would not be getting married to the person I'm getting married to in May if I didn't go to Faith Baptist Canoga. And so, man, what